It's been a year since the cataclysmic flood hit the earth and destroyed all life. Water sprang up from the ground at enormous pressure, causing all geysers, earthquakes, volcanoes, water pouring down from the heavens. And then after a year in the ark, everything is destroyed, and Noah now is checking to see if there's life out there. The first thing he did is he sent a raven out, and it went out and it kept flying, and it did not come back. A raven, by the way, is an unclean animal. Now notice this. He says, also he sent forth a dove. Notice the indefinite article from him, to see if the waters were abated from off the face of the ground. But the dove, notice this is the definite article now. This is the same dove. It found no rest for the sole of her foot. Apparently it was a girl. And she returned unto him into the ark, for the waters were on the face of the whole earth. Then he put forth his hand, and took her, and pulled her in unto him into the ark. This was probably a pet bird. The raven was probably his pet too, and this seems to be a special dove. It's a girl. I bet it had a name. It says, and he stayed yet other 7 days, and again he sent forth the dove. A definite article implying it's the same one, out of the ark. And the dove came in to him in the evening, and lo, in her mouth was an olive leaf plucked off. That meant that there was life out there. Apparently an olive tree had grown. So Noah knew that the waters were abated from off the earth. But Noah was not going to move until the Lord said move. It says he stayed yet other 7 days, and sent forth the dove, again the same dove, which returned not again unto him any more. The first thing it did, it came back, because there was nothing there. The second time, it finds an olive branch, and that olive branch has become a symbol of peace and reconciliation, because it marked the reconciliation of the end of the flood experience. So you see the olive leaf as that symbol of peace in all over different societies. And then the last time the dove was free, it started its own life. It was the second animal to start its own life outside of the ark. But I want to also point out that the dove represents the Holy Spirit. And the Holy Spirit is out there. Jesus says it's like the wind. You can see the effects of it, but you can't actually see the Holy Spirit. Is the Holy Spirit blowing in your life? You know, the raven is an unclean bird. You could think of that like an unclean spirit. And there are two different worlds out here that are striving for supremacy over your soul. The wicked spirit of Satan and the Holy Spirit of God. Which spirit are you going to submit to?